I don't know if very many people even know what we're talking about.
No, different generations.
But what else is new?
Robin Williams
I
is
know.
a
Yay. Yeah.
icon of my childhood.
Yep.
How did your day go yesterday?
Anyone or Eric specifically?
Anybody?
I
Pretty
met with
decent.
yeah,
Good.
met with a buyer client who's also an investor who also wants to buy 9 more properties. And then they put me in contact with their friend who wants to do the same thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
We got my bins are in. Seller signed it, agreed to what the buyer's asking, which was next to nothing, and she would have done it anyway because she saw it in the inspections.
That's nice.
So
I got inspections today.
nice. I'm gonna have to hopefully schedule inspections today because we are waiting on signatures from. Oh, here's a pop quiz, and I think Dan goes either way. But we sent the latest rendition of our offer. It wasn't a counter because we'd been back and forth and time had expired, so we sent a fresh offer, and we did not get the documents back from the buyers. Basically, if they're gonna respond after the time, but one of them's already signed, do they do an addendum or a counter?
I'm waiting for the rest of the group. I don't need.
The addendum. Addendum.
But an addendum is to the contract if it's not yet signed.
Well,
There's some debate on this. If there's the way I was taught is you send a counter with it because you're countering the terms in the offer document. So I would fill out a counter simply with the response time. Response time shall be by ... and make sure it extends beyond when we replied.
but it's not a signed contract. So wouldn't it be an addendum? Because otherwise the counter is to the contract, right?
The counter is countering the terms. The addendum is a change to an existing contract.
Uh,
But I jumped ahead of the wind. Sorry, Dan. That just was related to my how was my day yesterday? Because the agent said, we'll send an addendum. And I was like, please send a counter.
No other thoughts? You guys are asleep this morning. This is not entertainment. This is not just wake up, roll over, put on the camera, and then walk away from it, thinking you're going to get credit. No, the only person who gets credit are the ones I can hear and see.
I was gonna say Eric gets full credit for always being on camera.
I try.
He always has his eyebrows ready.
I was gonna say I'm working on the brows. No joke. Right now, y'all. Just hold.
Oh wait,
hang
wait!
tight.
I gotta
Listen.
see you without the brows, though.
No, no, we never give that away.
You haven't earned that yet, Eric.
I mean, you couldn't have eyebrows in the military, could you?
Yes, you can always have eyebrows.
No, Army is
Like
different, I
makeup?
guess.
What do you mean?
Yeah, no makeup.
No, not when I went through. That you couldn't even barely have shampoo.
Yeah.
It's separate from conditioner.
Yep.
When did you
That's
go
how-
through?
2004.
Oh, I came in '97. I've always wore makeup, and I was maintenance.
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
You don't
C-130
wear-
engine mechanic.
I was a helicopter and F-15.
That's so cool.
I was the
Yeah,
Air
but
You were
Force.
Air Force, Aaron?
Yeah, 24
You-
years.
So you went through, obviously everyone went through Lackland, but did you go through Wichita Falls?
Yes.
Nice, me too. Eric, what did you do?
I was the Army. I wasn't
yeah,
smart
that's right.
enough for the Air Force.
It's okay, we forgive
We
you.
can tell.
But I wasn't dumb enough for the Marines.
Yeah.
Good thing Anthony's not on this call anymore.
He used to be. I don't know what happened. He just like, you know what? I'm not going to show up anymore because you guys are too
What
smart.
happened to Joanne? Where's she been?
I know.
She had some changes at her office there a year in now, and she just got too busy, got too cool for us.
Lame.
I push back on her TL all the time for her to show up. But
Mm,
we get the randoms from the San Diego market.
Hey, I'm wearing my San Diego shirt under this right now.
nice.
Lispy Field Cafe.
Guys, today is going to be a shenanigans type of environment. I want you guys to talk about what you want to talk about because tomorrow is Christmas Eve and the day after that's Christmas and the day after that's Friday and then we got a week left of this year.
Love it.
I
don't-
am
I know it's
currently
just another day. If we didn't have a calendar, it literally would be just another day. But for some reason, there's a novelty around the new year. People reset their expectations, they reset their plans. It tends to get people back into action because the last 2 weeks of the year historically are very inactive. We can tell with the lack of visual participation.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm tired. I didn't go to sleep until 2 because I pissed off 10-month-old, but I'm here.
Probably those ghosts you keep bringing home.
She wanted to party. She like took a nap. It was like, hey, rager
Oh.
time.
I'm at the beach right now.
Nice.
Down.
Audra looking like she's on Florida Keys right now.
I want Audra to talk in her best Jamaican accents. She got the headband and everything. She ready for it.
Amen.
That's awesome.
So
What do you got?
you know that property that we filed a contract with,
Yeah, the
right?
double land double mobile home one.
Yeah, I sent it to Sam and Jim, both of which aren't on here. Yesterday, I went way out of town to go show this property that had a manufactured home on center blocks. It was kind of rough shape. Um, and this person, I didn't realize it at the time until I started having conversations with them while we're doing the first showing. But yeah, I like to, buy low end price houses and fix them up and live in them for a bit and then sell them. I was like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I had one. I was like, it's a bit higher than this one, but I had one. It just fell out of contract with, but it's two parcels of land with two homes on it, and it's about a little over 2.5 acres. They're all what? I was like, yeah. They're all, what do they want for? I was like, 169 is the, listing price, but there's a lot of room to negotiate. They're all, I want to see it. I was like, you sure? I mean, it's like 100,000 more than this piece of land. They're all, nope, I want to see it. Like I got a lender that'll help me. Like I want to break into the Sierra Vista market and the Cochise County market. We normally like are in Safford and up in that area, but we're moving down here. Do you have a picture of it? So I pulled it up on the MLS on my phone. They're all, it's two houses? I was like, yeah. It's like it's two parcels of land for the sale of the one. They're all, so you get two, it's two for the price of one. I was like, yes.
Usually what it means.
So they're all, would you mind showing it to us? So we left uh, Benson and drove back to Sierra Vista. They're all, okay. Like, I told them what was wrong with it because I knew about it from the inspection report. I was like, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. They're all, what do you expect? This is 1972. They didn't have GFI in 1972.
And you were like, finally, sheesh.
Yeah, they're all, I was like, and the door's broken. I could fix that. So what? I was like, there's a permanent extension cord for a light. They're all, okay, just take the extension cord out. I was like, and there's a leak in the roof. Okay, fix the roof. Like, I don't see the problem. Why did it fall under contract? I was like, my buyer just got scared because of everything that was wrong. They're all, I don't see anything wrong. It just to be updated. They're all, I'm gonna go talk to my hard money lender. I will get back to you and we'll make a deal. But I also want to buy that other property as well. And I have a friend that wants to buy out here that I'm going to put in contact or give him your contact information.
Dude,
He's
that's
like,
awesome.
okay.
Damn.
And I was like, they're all, you are the nicest, most respectful realtor that we have ever met. Every time like I've dealt with a realtor, they've been snotty, don't answer my phone, they're hard to contact. They find out my price range because I like to buy the low end prices and I like to buy the homes and do my thing to them. But you're okay with this? I was like, why wouldn't I be okay with this? This real estate. Like, why wouldn't I be okay with that? They're all because you don't get a big paycheck. I was like, cool, but I'll take a referral over a big paycheck.
Yeah.
They're all, we're definitely gonna refer you.
That's awesome.
What is it you say, Dan? Stepping over dollars to pick up dimes?
Yep. Stepping over dollars to pick up dimes. A lot of people do that. A lot of people are so focused on bigger things that they actually miss opportunities because they're chasing small things that don't matter.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool encounter. It was super cool.
Nice job, dude.
It's almost like the relationship aspect of what we're talking about is working. Care
Yeah.
about the people you're dealing with, and then
Mm-hmm.
you'll find more opportunities to deal with them. God, I love when I'm right. But I love it more when you guys are right and make money.
It was just super cool because like I'm all interested into like the creative financing and the flipping and everything. I haven't been able to do it myself yet,
Mhm.
but be able to watch it happen and see their thought process was really cool. And then like, the entire interaction. I don't know. I was jazzed about it all day yesterday.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that you get paid in direct correlation to the problems you help solve?
Yes.
I mean, that's it. So if you got someone that wants to buy some land that has some creative financing that needs some opportunities and some creative opportunities, and you're there to help support it, that seems like a really big problem and something you guys can solve.
Hmm.
We get paid in direct correlation to the problems that we solve. That's why people at McDonald's don't get paid $40 an hour. It's not a very difficult problem to solve. Take the bread, put it in the toaster, take the meat, put it on the grill, put them together, put them in a bag, hand them through the window. Doesn't take a whole lot of relationship, critical thinking, or any skills along problem solving. That's why real estate agents can make nothing and a lot of things by their ability and willingness to learn how to help people solve problems. And part of that is connecting with people and helping them solve problems. The snarky, tip-nosed, I'm too good for this price point type of agents, yeah, they have their clientele, and that's fine. Go away. I don't want you. I don't want that type of relationship around me.
Yeah.
I want the type of agents that's willing to have a conversation with the $50,000 land buyer, because that's going to turn into, oh, you guys help me buy this super cheap piece of dirt, and it's going to turn into a massive opportunity long term.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with small prices. They add up. I would rather service five $200,000 buyers than $1 million buyer.
My $1 million buyers are kind of driving me insane a little bit.
Isn't it an average price point for you though?
Yeah, but we were looking between like a million up to like 1.5.
Okay.
But yeah. I'm at the stage with them that I really want to continue to like keep them encouraged, because I feel like we've seen first it was like a lot of, well, what do we want to buy? Okay, now we're figuring out the inventory, okay. And now the last two properties that they really liked out of all the ones we've seen had deaths on them, like like a peaceful death, but they got spooked. And then last night we saw another property and they were really excited, but then we got the disclosures, we got the inspection before, which is not very common here to get before you go under contract. And they just saw like a laundry list of stuff, but we're also looking at a different price point now where we're gonna see those problems. So tackling like a whole new set of questions, and I want to keep them encouraged because we're still like pretty new into the like house shopping phase. So
Is this in La Jolla, Fabi?
no, we're looking in San Carlos, like Allied Gardens area.
At
You know, there's
a million price point in San Carlos?
single family home, 3 bedroom. Well, this one
What?
was 4 bedroom with the pool. Yeah.
What? I gotta see this
Yeah.
house.
I'll send it to you. Needs some work. It needs some work too. So it's like they're gonna be knocking down walls. They want to change the kitchen, bathrooms, like the bathrooms need to be upgraded. Yeah.
See,
We're
I
gonna have to
lived
put
in
like at
San
least
Carlos.
150,000 into this property.
When they found out that people died, how did they find that out? Did you have to tell them?
So it was in the MLS remarks
Oh,
for one, and then the other one, I actually started doing the comps on the property, and I found an old listing from the flipper that bought it just a couple months ago, and in the remarks it said, buyers agents beware that somebody has peacefully passed away in the property within the last 3 years, and they put it in the remarks. And the agent that flipped it was on it, and so I called her and I was like, "Hey, like this wasn't in the remarks. It happened 3 years ago," and she was like, she had totally forgotten about it.
You guys have to disclose that out there?
Yeah, if it's happened in the last 3 years.
oh, wow.
Don't you guys also have to disclose if it's haunted with ghosts?
No.
Was
I
that
was
just
like-
a conversation Jim had one day?
We're not
Yeah.
allowed to do anything that would stigmatize the property.
Yeah.
We have no obligation to disclose any type of death, natural or otherwise.
I was gonna say we're not allowed. If someone asks if the buyer
Yeah.
asks the seller
So I asked her,
specifically,
and then she had it in the disclosures as well. So I was like, I'm glad I looked at that, the previous listing.
Yeah, Christina's found a lot of good information by looking up previous listings.
I do it every time
Yeah,
on every single
I
one.
wanted
Yeah.
to look at the photos because they upgraded the whole property. I wanted to run the comps, all that shit.
What street is this on?
The one that we saw.
Eric Ant's house.
No, because I lived in San Carlos for like 10 years. And then
This
I moved to
one?
Santee.
This one, what's the address? We've seen so many, Eric. I don't even know.
Oh, all right.
I'll tell you. Mm,
San Carlos isn't that big either.
mm-mm.
You're not-
Yes. I'm so excited. I get to check in. We get to check in for our flights in an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, you're going to New York, huh?
Heck yeah.
Isn't it snowing there right now?
I hope so.
You and
I
James.
hate the snow.
Huh?
You and James.
Me and James and the 3 kids.
You and James and the kids to New York.
Yep.
It's awesome. You guys enjoy yourselves. If you've got it in your time and budget, go to every restaurant you possibly can. Especially
Yeah.
Liberty Bagel Company. Oof, tasty bagels.
Which one?
Liberty Bagel.
Oh,
Liberty-
okay. Yeah, that's the only thing we haven't really already nailed down is any specific food places other than something in Grand Central Terminal if it's still there.
Yes, we went to a place called Sparks Steakhouse. Quite expensive, but it's an old mob steakhouse. It was amazing. I know
The
you don't
ch-
like that, but I just thought the ambiance of an old mob hangout was really cool.
Oh yeah. The
So-
challenge is going to be finding something for Christmas Day because we get in on Christmas Day. So it's going to be like
I think-
what's open.
Yes, and in the Times Square
Chinese food.
riot.
I was going to say maybe Chinatown.
Yeah,
Chinatown.
go to Mr. Chow's or something.
Yeah. And then Eric, she put the address in the chat for you there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pulling it up. I'm super curious.
All for Crest Drive. Oh, it's so rich.
No way.
This is
Stop
Eric-
hating. You guys are just haters.
This is Eric's old house. This was his best friend used to live here.
Hater.
No, on that same street though.
Get out of here.
Dead serious.
But
If
you
Abby,
said
Eric's gonna move into your market and take over your clients. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I want to
Guys-
see you try.
I love the random conversations, but if you see the underlying here, is help each other out, talk about things, learn about things, have the community around you help you navigate. Because raise your hand if you're identical to me. That's what I thought. We all
I
have.
did just get the same haircut, but
Yeah.
That's at the base of Cow's Mountain.
Yeah, we all have different outlooks. We all have different perspectives. We all have different backgrounds. And all of that's going to help each other navigate some of these clients. Like, hey, this is a difficult client. This is what they're doing. This is kind of their avatar. Help me understand them.
Eric, do you have a bunch of contacts back there still? You guys should
Oh,
be partnering up.
I have tons of contacts, tons of friends, tons of family.
Abby's like, tell me more.
Let's chat about it.
Sounds like you need to do tons of outreach and tons of referraling.
I was gonna say, dude, that's like you could be
She already
referring out
got
left
one.
and right.
She already got
Yeah.
one from my in-laws.
We
Oh,
talked
sweet.
about it. We talked about his lakeside listing.
So funny
Is it
story,
lakeside?
Fatty.
Is it actually a lakeside?
Three streets down on Volcay is the house I lived in.
Ooh.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
On Ruane?
No, Ruane, and then you
There-
got the cross street with Volcay. You
Uh-huh.
make that right on the Volcay. 3 houses down on the left was my old house.
Oh,
we're gonna just shut Eric out of this call because he's just too connected.
I'll
I'll
next
show
time
a
I'm in that
picture of
area, I'll drive by it.
my old hometown. Eric's like, dude, I used to live on that street.
Oh, this
Yeah.
Eric was military from birth. His parents just moved every 3 days.
Every year and a half.
That's a rough life. I've heard that.
I was like, the number of places I lived, that was the whole life growing up.
Dang.
Yep.
All you military people are like, yeah, I get it. But it's also made you incredibly capable of making friends.
Or lack thereof.
Am I wrong? Eric,
Aw.
you make friends with the people that are no longer here.
Yeah, but now the ones that are no longer here, now my circle, like locally, I have one here, and then I got you guys.
I was
Speaking-
like, what are
Aw.
we? Chopped liver?
Yeah, speaking of your one there, why is he never on the call?
Who?
Because he runs his own business. He has 3 businesses he runs.
And
And he's not in real estate. He's not interested in real estate.
oh, Trey's not your friend? You're not counting Trey as a friend there?
I gotta talk to Trey.
Wait, the Trey that's sometimes on this call?
Yeah.
He used to be consistently.
Thought he was in real estate. No?
He got a $16 million deal recently.
Here,
Yeah, it
is
is.
he in Arizona?
Yeah. He's down here in Sierra Vista.
What is $16 million? Tell me it's commercial.
No. And I'm working on one that's $3.8 million.
16
got it.
million in Sierra Vista.
Yeah, well, in Cochise County. I don't know if it was Sierra Vista.
Is he under contract? Or
Christina's like,
worth
I was like,
I haven't
this
been
is
able to
not
talk to
mouthing.
him. I don't know.
that he's buying the whole town or what?
I know, right?
Here.
Right.
He's buying
No,
everything
I
plus
haven't-
Dan's house.
I've been trying to get a hold of him. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. I stopped by his shop and he hasn't been there. So
Don't worry, we'll see him next year when the money runs dry. It's cool.
great.
What? You're not wrong. I am the consistency in this market. You show up, come and go, and please, like, I know it's like, oh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, it's so early, but does it not
7.
set your days off better? I know 7 for you guys in California. That's something.
I require these calls every day.
No, yeah.
I just the one time I missed it, my day went south really fast. So I need these calls.
It puts me in a better headspace, and I know it puts you guys in a better headspace because that's the importance of what we do here is to put ourselves in a position for success. I know sometimes we talk theory, strategy, tactical advantage, sometimes just pure shenanigans. But ultimately, when you know you have people around you that support you, love you, and want to see you succeed, you will tend to do more. I
Yep.
believe that in life, givers get more. Yes, we get taken advantage from time to time because takers will always take.
Mm.
Right? I heard this term the other day. There's givers, takers, and matchers. Never heard of the matchers before. People that match energy, they don't really give energy, don't really take energy. They're just kind of there.
Ooh, I could
Neutral
see that.
people, right? I like that. It's a good way of balancing that middle gray zone. We all know takers, absolutely. We all can identify someone in our life that's a taker. Every time you talk to them, it's just I need, take.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like I really genuinely don't. And then the givers that you talk to, those conversations lean into, oh, what do you need? Oh, I got that. Here, I'll drop it off at your house. What do you need? I'll take care of it. Those givers, like you feel bad having a giver in your life because you're like, they always seem to be giving. Well, be a giver, give back, give of time, give of education, give of love, give of compassion, give of energy, give of resources. You will match with somebody who is a giver and you will create this giving loop where you're always outdoing each other and doing more and more and more. Connecting, driving, resulting. Right? I know Christina's a giver. love being partnered with her because she's been taken advantage of. I've seen it. She's got a big heart. But she's
Subject of many a coaching call.
so, but we give a lot because those people that give then take our gifts to give to others, and it creates this better environment. So that I'm just want to say because we're nearing the end of our call today, but also the end of our week because it's a shorter week. I am very thankful for each and every one of you that give of your time every day to be on this call. I'm extra thankful for those that turn on their cameras and participate because you just bring into that. No shade on the others, maybe a little shade, like a flashlight shade, very pointed. If it hits you, it hits you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I know that sometimes you're in a position where you can't be on camera and you can't be active, but you're still here getting the message. You're still here getting the vibes and getting your mind right. I thank you for putting yourself in a position to be more successful. Because at the end of the day, all I want is every one of you to live the life that you want to live, a life by design, not a life by chance. I want you to go out there and design it, architect it, build it. I don't want you to be the result of the community you're in or the aftermath of decisions other people make. I want you to be the architect of success. Because in life, we either become the victim or the creator, right? We are a victim of our chances, our opportunities, our surroundings, our upbringing, or we create what we have despite all of that. That's why we're together. And that's my little Tiny Tim speech, forever love, right? Love everyone, each and all. Happy Merry Christmas. But the reality is, guys, thank you for pouring into each other. So be a giver. Because even if you're going to get taken advantage of, that's fine. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. The snakes will reveal themselves. You will find a giver that matches your energy and you will create a massive, massive opportunity for both. Most people don't know Kristen Cole to be a giver. She is.
Mhm.
She's been burned a ton, but she is a hard-nosed, stern-lipped ice queen of a giver. But once you're inside that world, she wants nothing more than to see people succeed. She has a different way of going about it, but I love her to death for it. And she's given me the opportunity where I'm at. Keller Williams gave me the opportunity to be a coach, which put me in a position to have this environment. Now, I've given people the opportunities to grow into their own skin, their own opportunities, their own leadership. And I see them giving back to others. It's just a cycle. I was thinking about that this morning in the closet of why is it so important to me to be important? Right? I want people to know the impact that I have because I want more people to gravitate towards it. I want more people to be blessed. So
Thanks for doing this call, Dan. This even through the
Yeah.
days that this was almost nobody on here, and it was a sad, sad state.
we've done one-on-ones on this call.
Yeah.
There's been days I'm the only one that showed up because you're like, oh, it's a holiday. I'm like, it's not a holiday for Keller Williams. So I was on. And I'm going to continue to show up. And sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes it's hard for me to do so. But it's imagine just this. It's letting you down that makes me show up.
Yeah.
So how would that be if you turn that for your database?
Yep.
Good call.
Letting them down is why you show up. I don't want to let them down. Sometimes I don't show up in my best forms. Sometimes I show up rocking. I am on it. I'm on par. Like I'm in the zone. And some days I'm waiting for someone on this call to strike a chord, get the energy moving, and from there we give the message. I think I'd make a pretty cool evangelist. I really do.
So true.
But I would have to be on stage and be like, all right, who out there is dealing with some problems? Tell me what they are and let's work on them. I would never have a scripted message, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I want to say thank you guys for showing up. Tomorrow we will be on.
Dan, I gotta tell you, my boy popped in my room and he's like, "Is that Danny?" And I was like, "Yep." And he goes, "Tell him I said hi." You
Hi.
make an impact on my boy too, just so you know. And he's not even like a participant here. So just
I
thought
can
you
say
should
the
know.
same about my family.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
All about it. But tell your son if he ever calls me Danny again, I'll beat him with a staple. I actually said that yesterday. True to form. I was in an interview with two agents, husband and wife team that they're going to be joining us. You're going to love them. They're good energy, good people. And the
Do we
husband,
already know him?
no, not yet.
It's
So-
exciting.
So yesterday we're in the interview with me to see if I want to bring him into coaching. And the guy says, I've been poor my whole life. I don't need to make $100,000 this year. I'll figure it out. And I said, I appreciate your honesty there, but if you ever say that again, I'm going to beat you to death with a stapler. And he like sat back and he goes, I'll hold you to it. The way you speak to yourself matters.
Big time.
If you say I've been poor my whole life, you're going to stay poor. Stop that shit.
My friend said that yesterday too. She's like, I don't know. I just don't see myself like, you know, making a lot of money, or let's not say we're going to be making a lot of money. And I said, cut that shit out. Don't ever say that around me.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not a form of greediness. Like, you get money to help yourself, to help your family, to do all these things. I was like, don't ever say that around me.
Well,
Money
speaking of,
is good for the good it can do.
Yes.
I was gonna say, speaking of Kristen Cole, that was last year's ALC retreat. That was really impactful. She presented that question is like, how do you, and I think we talked about it afterward on the call, Dan, one of them, like, what's your outlook on money? What's your perception of money? And it's based around how we were raised with it, right? It's like
Mhm.
so many people, it's like, it's a bad thing and success. You should feel guilty, or like, it's just like Dan says, and people are like, must be nice. Man, it is nice. And you know what? I work damn hard to get to that point, to
Right.
have it. I don't feel guilt or shame about it at all. And I grew up on welfare for a hot minute too.
Money comes and goes, right? Hammers come and go. It's a resource. It's a tool. It's all up here. Like there's that Indian story of, everyone has two wolves inside of them. One is one of anger and hate and darkness. One's of love, light, and appreciation. And the son asks the chief, he goes, well, which wolf wins? The one you feed. I shortened down a 20-minute speech, but that's how it goes. He goes, remember that. Which side of you is going to win? Is it the past that I've been programmed into, or is it the future that I'm going to grow into? Which one wins? The one you feed. Period. I am looking to feed a better part of my environment, and you guys are part of that. I want you to make more money. I want you to be more successful. Hell, I want you guys to live in bigger houses than I do, if you want that, of course. Some people don't want a big
Way
house.
too much to clean.
A lot of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
For those of you who've seen my house, you're like, that makes a lot of sense.
I'll have a humble house by the
Massive.
ocean.
So, but that's the thing is, and I'm blessed in to be where I'm at, and it's not because of my family or who I married or the last name that I carry. It's because of the energy that I put into this world, put me in linking with the right people at the right time to be able to do the things that I can do. Knowing the owner of things is important to me. Not because I get a discount, it's because I want to be able to see the person that is going to influence my life and I influence theirs. Knowing the manager of things is important to me, not because I can get a discount, but because I want to know who I'm doing business with, because if they're not aligned with who I am, I won't be doing business with them very much. Knowing you as a person, not just an agent, is important to me, not because I want you to make more money for me to make more money. Some of you have that effect on my life. Some of you don't. But I want to see what's behind those eyes, that we can change or develop or grow into something better so that you have more impact after this 30-minute call. Right?
It's really cool to be a part of this call, Dan, because talking about how money is, can be looked at two different ways. For me, it's incredibly intimidating, and the success is scary. The not having the money is an easier thing. It's so easy because I know how to do that, but success is terrifying.
Yeah.
Money is intimidating.
Success and money are not correlated, guys. Remember that. Success and money are not tied together. You can have all the money in the world and not be successful. You can be massively successful and not have any money. Well, that doesn't make any sense, Dan. I measure success by money. That's where you're going wrong. Success is your ability to do things for others, right? I have a successful cleaning company. It means I'm doing a lot of cleanings. Well, are you managing the money correctly? That's just part of the tools. That's just part of your inventory. If you don't put the cleaning supplies back, they go bad. Or if you top over the buckets, you don't have cleaning supplies anymore. Just like if you leave your bank account open, you're going to lose money. It's going to blow into the wind. How does that happen? Well, it's called McDonald's every day or Starbucks every day or smoking. I hope you guys are not smokers. I don't know many of you are, Eric, smokers, right? These are things that you look at every single day. That's the money. Success is one of the things people are afraid of, not just the loss. It's, man, I'm truly afraid of what could be.
Exactly.
I saw this the other day, guys, and at the Christmas party, I'm very thankful for everyone that showed up. At that party, exactly this many people from my pre-real estate world were there. Outside of family, one person. And technically she's there because she's been a multiple client of ours, but I've known Corrine for 15, 20 years. My best friends from high school, my close friends outside of real estate, none of them showed up. They're too busy in their own lives. Do I feel alone? No. I have created better relationships with some of the people in my world now in 5 minutes than I have in 5 years. I mean, hell, Mikey's one of my best friends, and I met him from this environment. I'd do anything for that kid.
And he would do anything for you.
100%. But here's the thing. The success pulled me away from people that were my core, like my home, my comfort group. Success pulled me away from them because, like you said, Fabi, don't talk about that shit around me. Don't bring that limited mindset nonsense around me. I won't have it.
Well, I think we need to question it.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think we need a question too, like Jess was just saying, like, challenge that. Like, where does that come from? Why? You know? Like where
We
does the
talk
fear
about it all
stem
the
from?
time. It's her family. She says that about everything. She wants to open a Pilates studio. She's like, I don't know if I could do it. Do you see me doing that? And I think just like from our calls and like the things that we talk about, I'm really trying to be like a friend to her and be like, don't think like that. Like you're going to be going into your next stage of entrepreneurship. You cannot think like that.
Here's the thing, right? We talk about confidence. I know we're going very long this morning, but I have nothing until 22 minutes from now. So we will run this. We'll double up because tomorrow morning, I don't know if I'll be on or not. I just got told we have breakfast at 8 a.m. So my dad will be at my house. However, right, what are the 3 levels of confidence? Do we not remember them?
Borrowed, earned.
Yeah, earned, borrowed, earned, learned, and borrowed, right? Earned, I've done it. I've been there, done there, got the t-shirt. I have failed. I've skinned my knees. I know how to ride a bike now. Learned, I've read a book. I've been to a seminar. I've been to a class. I feel like I know I can do it, right? Who's ever left a seminar been like, yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. And then you go out there in the world and you're like, what did I forget?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. And
The second I
lastly,
got my real estate license.
exactly.
Yeah.
Lastly, and most impactfully is borrowed confidence, right?
Mhm.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it because I have someone here that can help me.
Yeah.
Right. And it might be something small. Like, what was it the other day? Just so you guys know, the other day to me could be anywhere between now and 6 years ago. But the other day I'm working on Seth's truck. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've got YouTube. I'm going to fix this, and I've got the confidence of other people to do this. And now I've done it before. Now I went from borrowed confidence to learned confidence to earned confidence. But like your friend doing a Pilates studio, she's asking you to give her some borrowed confidence. I want to open a Pilates. Could you see me doing that? That is someone asking for some borrowed confidence.
Yeah.
What was your response?
You're already doing it. She's already doing it.
Hell yeah, I do. It'll be crazy awesome. Why haven't you started already?
Well, and it's helpful to run down the fears, try to rationalize it. Like, it's like, okay, so what are you afraid of? Well, that I might fail. Okay. And what if you fail? Like, and like, just, like we've talked about it before. It's like, okay, so let's
Forward.
break that down. Like literally take away the scare, the stigma around it,
Yeah, she had to have a routine ready and like do it in front of like a coach or something. And she was like, I'm so scared, I'm so nervous, like I don't know. And I said, well, let's practice it. Just like we script practice stuff with our stuff. I was like, I'm sitting here for 45 minutes or whatever. We'll FaceTime or something like that and go through your routine with me. I was like, stop saying that you're scared. You're just like sitting in the scaredness, but we're like, let's actively do something to get better. So I'm like,
Well, and why is anyone else more entitled to it? Like, that's the thing
yeah.
that's helped me a lot is it's like, why am I willing to accept that Dan can be successful or Eric can be successful, like, but I can't? Like, why? You know?
Mhm.
F
And you
that.
could
No.
share with her about falling forward. If she fails, that can be a learning experience. She doesn't have to stop there.
Sometimes it's
Help her
ingrained
grow.
that we don't deserve it, and that's the part
Yeah.
that we have to
Mhm.
overcome.
Yeah, those are the gremlins, man.
Yeah.
That word, did you guys hear that? That's a powerful word, deserving. God, man, if I could just get one thing into every one of your hearts, you deserve it. For any other reason than the fact that you're alive, you deserve it. Christina, what did I tell you when you bought your car?
I mean, lots of things. Which thing you're referring to? Like,
I said, congratulations, you deserve it.
yeah.
I asked her what she's looking at. She's like, I'm looking at this model and this trim and this thing. And I'm like, oh, wow. Top of line, girl. Damn, that's awesome. You deserve it. I don't know if she realized that or not.
I feel that it took me a really long, that's why I'm so proud of it and why I defend it so much, because it's like I've worked really, really hard in my life to love who I am, to have the confidence in who I am, and to be able to defend that, even sometimes up against people that their opinion really, really carries a lot of weight with me. And that hurts when they don't believe in me, you know? And sometimes you have to, what is it like, stand for what you believe in, even if you're standing alone.
Yeah. I'd rather stand alone against an army of naysayers than stand with those who lie to me.
Yep.
That's just something I've always believed in. I will gladly stand on a truth that I believe in than let others lie to me. That's okay.
That's-
If you're the type of person that wants to tear me down, make yourself feel better, that's fine. Because it's only going to go surface deep. I'm not going to carry that with me. I'm not going to go home at night and cry in the shower because Audra doesn't like me.
Yeah.
And when someone tears
Audra's
you
like,
down,
Audra said my haircut was terrible. And no, I'm going to go home. And Audra, I know you hate my vulgarity, but here's in the situations. Like, my mindset is fuck that. It doesn't matter. If I'm not going to take advice from them, I'm not going to allow criticism to seek in.
Mhm.
Like the guy in traffic that yells and says, "You're fat." Okay, man, great. Thanks for telling me. I know. I got some poundage. My wife likes me chubby. Like,
they're
what are the-
critical of you because of what they're missing in them.
exactly. They are critical of you because of what they have missing in themselves.
We
And
were
a-
just having this conversation yesterday too, James and I, about like someone that's constantly critical and negative and just, it's just like, and just, got a really nasty message yesterday. And it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, it's like, and I was saying this to him last night, it's like, we're not going to let that person, like, that's sad that that's the state that they live in. That's sad that that's what they carry around in their heart and that that's their mindset and their outlook. And my values, my integrity, what I stand for, what I believe in,
on Mission Hills. What if I
are what if are not like, they're not going to deteriorate that because
Right.
it's so deeply ingrained in me that even if somebody like it sucks when you deal with that, when you come up against it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not enjoyable, but the voice we have for ourselves, the conversations we have for ourselves have to be louder than any of those others.
how we talk to ourselves matters. I think I talked about that either yesterday or this morning or something. Like, how you talk to yourself matters. Oh, that was the guy with the stapler. That was earlier today, right? Oh, I'll beat you with a stapler. The fact that a broker told that guy across the table, "I will bludgeon you with a red stapler." right? He's all, what? That's how serious it is, man. Because when you
Yes.
talk to yourself like that, you're killing yourself.
Yeah.
You have loaded the shotgun of success killing bullets, silver tipped out, and launched it into your cellar bomb. You Kurt Cobained your future.
It has to be a red stapler.
It has to.
He's like, I'll borrow it from Mike if I don't have it.
I believe you have my stapler.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know the reference to the red stapler, that's it. Office Space all day, right? I'm gonna burn down the building. So, but I love the conversation, guys, because it comes back to success and money aren't tied. I want you to be massively successful, and I want you to massively have financial freedom, whatever that looks like for you. Your ability to do what you want, when you want, with who you want. Period.
Look forward to that day.
Period.
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I no longer live this way is a very, very strong line in the sand statement. I don't do this, right? I stopped drinking, not because I had an addiction to it, because I saw no positive value in my life. None. Zero. And it wasn't, guys, I'm just trying not to drink. It was, I don't drink. And now we joke about it. Like we do stuff even at the ALC retreat, they were joking around things. We're like, oh yeah, get down that Dr. Pepper. He doesn't drink. Someone gave me a bottle of wine for a Christmas gift. I'm like, that's a ruined gift, right? now I gotta re-gift your gift because it's just gonna rot on my shelf. It's not because I'm trying to do something or I'm re-changing my identity. I changed it with a sentence. I don't drink. I don't do this. I honestly, if you guys know, I don't allow weakness in my life. My son last night at dinner, he's saying something, I don't even know what the conversation was about. But he's all, Daddy, my brothers think I'm annoying. I'm all, we all think you're annoying, son. Get over it. And he got all sad, walked away. I was like, where are you going? He's all, I'm sad. I'm like, and? Just because you're sad doesn't mean you get to walk away. You need to face reality. You're freaking annoying. We love you to death, bud, but you're 8 years old. It's kind of built into your character stats. Annoying, level 7. Okay? He's like, well, do you not love me? I was like, me loving you and me thinking you're annoying have nothing to do with each other, bud. You're annoying. So maybe stop being so damn annoying. Leave the room. And he's like, he went from sad to understanding. I was like, I don't allow weakness. I don't allow that thought process of, well, everyone just hates me. I'm going to go upstairs and cry. No, sir. We're going to face these sad demons together. I'm not going to lie to him like, no, buddy, you're not annoying. You're just special. I'm going to tell you what like it is. You think if I tell an 8-year-old, which I love more than anything on this earth, you think I'm not going to tell you the truth? There's quite possibly nobody, maybe my wife, but Stone is biologically connected to me, that I'll lie to you about that. If I tell my son, dude, you're annoying. You smell. Brutally honest. And it's coming from a place of love. Dude, I want you to be better. I want you to do better. I want you to see better. He is growing up strong. I'm not going to let him cry and whine and, oh my God, my life sucks. No, it doesn't, buddy. Right? There are 8 stockings on my fireplace. The last one is his. There is nothing in his right now. And every day he comes up and he pats it. And he gets sad. He goes, why isn't there anything in there? Because I haven't put anything in there. Why not? Am I not getting any presents? I'm like, you might not. The way you've been acting, no. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for him. I'm going to make him think critically. And I was like, son, why would I put something in your stocking for you to come over and smash? Every day you come smash your stocking to see if something's in it. It makes no sense. Right? Sometimes when we are hard loving other people, it seems mean. But we see the patterns they don't. So part of that success is being willing to have tough conversations with people around you that you're going to allow to be in your life. And I say that word allow because just because they were born to you, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, whatever, does not give them free membership to criticize and berate you. Some of you have family members that you know exactly what I'm talking about. You need to revoke their membership card. They can wait in line like everybody else. My mom and dad are those. I have revoked their cards. I bought a new car. My dad's like, must be nice. You ever say that again, Dad? I won't talk to you for a week. It is nice. You should learn. Stop being dumb.
Yeah.
But in that yourself, have those tough conversations. Like I deserve this for the simple fact that I'm alive. I have done the work. I have done the exercises. I have done what I'm supposed to do. I deserve this. And if it looks like excess to someone else, who cares?
I'll live in my excess. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Bro, I'm driving a lifted F-250 diesel truck. I don't haul anything. I carry a trash trailer that I think a Honda Civic could probably pull. Maybe not.
I was like,
Honda Civic.
Mike's like, no.
That's the thing. Do I need it? Absolutely not. Is it excess? Absolutely. And it's going to be even more when I take the exhaust off and I make it loud and crazy and people hate me.
You're so annoying.
Here's the thing, guys. Am I doing it for you?
Giving Arizona.
I'm doing it for me. I'm giving a lot of Texas. Arizona.
Arizona.
Here's the thing, guys. I want you all, every one of you, to think about this next year, this next 12 months as the line in the sand. Every day is a line in the sand that you step over. And every time you make that step, it's towards a goal and a reality and a lifestyle you'll never change. I am no longer going to talk about myself poorly. I'm no longer to allow other people to talk about me poorly. I'm no longer going to allow myself to be in positions that are going to be a detriment to my finances, my mental or spiritual health. Right? Think about that. Every day can be a line in the sand. Like I'm no longer going to live the way I lived yesterday. Here's the things I don't like. I'm not doing them ever again. I'm going to change it from a limiting belief to an empowering belief. And every day I'm going to step into that. Every day I'm going to step into a better version of me. Because if we do one thing every day to get better, 1% every better in finances, in our physical health, in our mental health, in our spiritual well-being, our key relationships, all of these things. And we look back and we have the same conversation in 365 days, right before Christmas. Are our lives going to look different?
We should record this and mark that on our calendar for next year. And then
It's on the YouTubes.
I was going to say it's going to be a fun conversation this time next year when Eric will be like, you guys remember when?
He's
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I was thinking we should do one of those like time machine things. You put your thoughts and then we reevaluate it next year. That would be cool.
yeah, I wanna do this, like take this, we all watch this and then see where we're at this time next year.
And Dan's like, oh, it's almost like
It's almost like there's a thing called a 7 circles of a balanced life that you can do. It's an exercise that you rate yourself on where you're at.
Does anyone do that with their kids? I know Dan
No.
and Jess do that, like vision boarding, and
Yeah, we do
James
that.
and I
Absolutely.
were just talking about that. And Mel Robbins has a really cool thing that she does. It's called a year audit or life audit, one of the two, I forget. Look it up, like year audit, Mel Robbins. It's really cool.
So we take an executive retreat with the kids. We're taking them up the Pine Top. We did it last year. It was our first year doing it. We're going to do it again this year. We get a cabin up in the mountains, or it's snowy. Hopefully there's a lot of snow. I know it's going to be a lot of cold. I'm excited.
Mm.
But we're going to sit down. We're going to have that conversation. We're going to get them thinking about what their goals are, what they want to accomplish the next year. What are the big changes? Like I had a conversation with Sydney's boyfriend, who's 17. He's the same age as her. And I said, hey, we're going to do vision boards. You're more than welcome to come with us or do them with us. And he just like the look of discomfort on his face. Yeah, you want me to think bigger? You want me to think about a bigger life? I'm like, I know his dad. I know his uncle real damn well.
Might say he's one of your best friends.
One of my best friends. But you think like it's not just a personal thing, it's a family thing. Like sometimes families keep you from thinking bigger because my mom and dad never did. Okay.
My parents definitely that way.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I'm changing that for my kids because I want them to be like, vision boards, that's dumb. I want them to be like, no, it's awesome. I have my very first vision board I ever did at Keller Williams is right here. Always. You guys can't really see it, but there is a a lot of things on there that have come true.
I would say that thinking bigger wasn't the problem. Knowing how to execute it is.
Yeah,
In
that's
the
my
family.
big thing.
Here's a lot of things is we tend not to think big because we don't know how to get there.
Right.
When we focus on the why we're doing it, we want the bigger life, we want the better environment, we want all that stuff. Why? The how takes care of itself. You will find a way. If we're focused on the how,
Mm-hmm.
we will lose sight of where we're going. I'm going to bring this up. Mikey used to have an apartment and a shop that he was spending out the ears for. And he was like, I need to find a place that I can get into, that I can have a workspace and a place to rent and all this stuff. He didn't know how it was going to happen. I remember that for it was a 1.5 year conversation, wasn't it, Mike? I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know how I'm going to get this done. None of this makes sense. An opportunity presented itself. The why never changed. The how did. Opportunities present themselves.
Well, and they say if you don't have a big enough goal or if you don't have a goal that scares you, it's not big enough. Like it should intimidate you. It should scare you. It should feel like, wow, that's major. Yeah. Don't set small goals.
Then I'm on a right track then.
Small goals don't excite the soul. Right? I'm going to clean my room today. No, it's not a goal. That's an expectation. That's part of your routine. Get it done. A big goal is that, you know what? I'm going to buy a rental property next year. And in that, you have to come up with $50,000 in down payment and do your taxes on time and find the property and all this. Like it's a big goal. It changes the way you do things, right? Right now, if I told you you have to come up with $50,000 next year, how many of you are confident you can do it? That's where we break. A lot of us need to build that confidence.
Yep.
Right. How much did you make last year?
I did it this year, and I was down in the dumps.
Yeah, you started this year off a little tight, didn't you?
I did.
And now
Yeah.
you got back in the right environments, got your head straight and taken up. We're all in the same place, guys. Sometimes it's hard to think big because we don't know how to get there. But I want you to think crazy big. I want you to be super realistic about where you're at, right? I am overweight. I drink too much caffeine. I drink too many sodas. I'm too inactive. These are my realities. In 6 months from now, I want to be 50 pounds less. That is super unrealistic where I'm going. But I want you to be super unrealistic where you're going because it's going to move you off of where you are. If you are lying to yourself about, you know what, I'm super pretty, I don't need to change, I'm perfect. All right, Melissa, you're not. You're not going to move because your reality is anchored in delusion. You can't have delusional reality and delusional goals. I want you to have absolute reality, delusional goals. I want you to go after the crazy things. It's the crazy things that set the world on fire. And I will do everything in my power to help you get there.
What if it's the when you get there? What if it's not the how I'm going to get there? What if it's the when I'm there, then what? That's the fear for some people. Not going to say who.
Do it again.
So that's why I like Jeff Glover's stuff and his mindset. His like shtick or his tagline is live an unreal life. And he's like, I say unreal life because it's like you don't even know, you can't even imagine it yet. You don't know what's on the other side of that. You have this big, great goal and you're going to get there. And trust me when I say when you're there, it's going to give you the vantage point to see what's on the other side of that. And it's going to be like, wow, I had no idea. Okay, well, now I want to go for that.
Guys, I remember picking Stone up after his second Thanksgiving when Jess and I weren't together from her grandparents' house and driving out of the driveway with the thought of, I will never be able to live in a house like this. I freaking live there.
Right.
It's seriously, it is unreal. I remember the doubt driving out of the driveway being like, man, it must be nice. I will never have the ability to live somewhere like this. You got to give up on that stuff. I live there now.
Well,
And
and
this-
sometimes it feels so far away. Like you probably, I think you shared, Dan, that like you guys didn't, even when that opportunity came, you didn't feel like you were ready for it, or how are we going to make this happen? But
we
it was
weren't-
like,
we had absolutely zero preparation because it came from nowhere. We had just bought the Paseo house. This was Jess and I moving in our lives together. We bought a $500,000 house. Again, the biggest purchase I've ever made. $560,000 terrified me, but I was excited to do it. We were moving in, right? We moved in July. No, sorry. We bought it in July. All of July, we were doing rehab, painting it, fixing up some stuff, getting it ready. August 1st, we moved in. I told her we'd move in before school started. School started on the 5th. I thought I had a really good buffer, right? Moved in August 1st. Her grandma got sick. Really, really sick. August 10th. And passed away August 30th. In that 30 days, we went from new house, moving in, new opportunity, taking care of a loved one that's on their deathbed, to now we have to figure out what we're going to do. And we have this estate house that's in limbo and multiple piranhas in the water. It took us October, November, December, January to win the opportunity to get the house. We sold off things, we leveraged things, we begged, borrowed, steal, beat up. I did everything possible. And Christina's right. It's so far away, you don't know how to do it, but the opportunity knocks and you just have to figure it out, right? The why never changed. The how absolutely did. We were ready to do whatever it took. I'll sell a kidney. But it took everything to make it happen. I spent $100,000 just to move into that house. Repairs, updates, things that weren't done. Seriously. Going from I'll never live in a place like this to I call it home every day. That is the power of getting out of your own way. Now, you may see that as like, well, I'm not in that place, or that never happens to me. That's because it never happens to you, is you're saying that. Stop saying it.
even without a big goal though, like that was something that presented itself. It was right there. Some of you know, 2 years ago, I was driving Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, flipping storage units. Like I was doing everything I could. Yeah, hustling to like, I always like paid the bills and then literally like I mean, it's been 2 years, not even 2 full years, not even 2 full years yet. Spring of next year, it'll be 2 years. So just so short of 2 years. And literally my mom's trying to sell her house and calls me and she's crying and because she found like a rat infestation in the attic and out in the barn and everything else. She lives out in Tennessee. And I was like, well, how much is the remediation? Did you get a company out? Yeah. And it's $7,500. And I was like, okay, I got you. What? Like it was nothing. Less than 2 years ago, driving Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash, literally sitting outside, like James and I passed by it the other day because we were on the Northwest side, and we went to Walgreens to buy a gift bag for my clients late at night that were coming into town. And I looked at the McDonald's that was there, and I was at Ina and Thornydale, and I was like, man, I used to be outside this McDonald's at 5 a.m. to like get the early morning dashes less than 2 years ago. And now I have the freedom and the ability to solve problems for people I love and care about, and it doesn't stretch me. And that is like, that wasn't a goal I had. I would have never been like, oh, I want to be able to do that. And now it's just like, man, that's a feeling that I want to have. You know what I mean? And Eric, like literally, it's like if you had told me 2 years ago, but that was the thing is like, I met Dan, I met other people in the brokerage, and they helped me craft this vision that it's like, I don't exactly know how I'm going to make it all happen because I'm brand new in this. It's brand new business for me. but they're saying this is the blueprint and this is the model. And if I just do this and I do open houses and I do this activity, then I shall find success. And sure enough, and it was like, you know, within a very short time that I was like, and I don't have the time or the need to drive DoorDash anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your life will grow so slowly that nothing seems like it's changing until all of a sudden you look back and everything is different. But that's why I want you guys to focus on that line in the sand every day. This is one thing I'm gonna do for me, and I'm gonna make myself better for doing it every day. That's where you're gonna find the successes. Is some of us are good at making monumental shifts, like Christina.
Yeah.
Others take more time. They need smaller increments, small pieces, small bites. But you're going to get discouraged because you're going to feel like, well, I'm not making these huge changes. It must not be working. Stop that. Eggs boil slowly. Okay?
Mhm.
Remember that. All right. Guys, thank you so much for an hour-long morning call. Fantastic. So if we're
Worth
not,
it.
you guys get some fantastic pieces. And it's all on the YouTube. If you want to go back and revisit some of the messages and some of the lessons, share it. This is where you get to give back to others. Thank you
That
so much
makes
for being
up
a part of my day.
that makes up for tomorrow, so you spend time with your family.
I
Yeah.
don't want to, Audra. I've spent too much time with them already.
My in-laws are coming in this afternoon,
Oh.
and they're 5 dogs.
I actually love my
Oh.
in-law. She lives next door.
Wow.
I will never, ever actually get to hang out with Jess's dad because I don't want to, and she hates him, which is a fantastic thing.
5
Weird.
dogs. Jesus.
Christina, thank you for sharing, and I appreciate you very much. You are, you give a lot.
Oh,
And
likewise.
thank you for that.
All of you guys do.
Yeah,
I love
appreciate
everybody on here.
everybody. Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
putting
you
your arm
guys.
being on camera. So-
You're welcome.
All right, guys. Have a Merry Christmas. If I don't see you tomorrow, and definitely won't see you on Thursday. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your family, your time off.